see. Yeah, the mana pact is like a minus 3.5% win rate to take that one compared to the other one.
Oof.
But yeah, so it's 47 and the other one is 51% win rates
okay.
for a lot of games. But I mean, that's yeah, I would definitely say that the mana pact is a bait.
Okay, what about the crits crit getting picked up on the IO?
It kind of makes sense if you want to be able to bring down the Dusa quick enough. If your focus is to, you know, really ramp up and speedily dispose of her, it can make sense. Because you're not going to out-sustain a Medusa, so might as well just try and kill them fast.
All right, well, it looks like we are into the game. We're seeing some friendly all chat, which I love to see. These guys obviously know one another quite well, and they smoked out just to get their vision down. Probably not going to be looking to go super aggressive right off the bat, not with some of these heroes.
Yeah, we'll see some high ground holding here, checking for smoke moves around. So far, both teams not really crossing the river all that much. We do see Illic coming back from being up top there, so maybe they think that he was in and warded. They're actually pinging now some stuff. Like they're just gonna try and fight for the top runes.
I'm curious if Matthew's thinking about trying to go for this and just tethering away, but
yeah, I think they want to try and yoink the bottom rune with the IO. The way Pango is hovering.
yeah, I was about to say.
They're playing for 3 runes, yeah, on Dire.
The battle begins.
IO, checking.
He's like, I don't know about this.
Too many auto attacks. At the same time, they might re-engage and go on Jim Park here, but respecting Jakiro, his nukes are a little bit too strong here for brawling, so just gonna back out.
Oh, he went back for liquid fire. I thought he went for liquid ice, or liquid frost rather.
Okay, so went fire.
Switched.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean,
That's
the attack slow is really great here. Yeah, attack slow is great against the TA. Will really help. Nice block for the Leshrac, getting a good position here.
It's going to be a rough lane for Slatums, right?
Yeah, it should
deal with
be.
the amount of harass.
Yeah, it's so annoying to lane against Leshrac now because his auto attacks also give him back mana. Every time he hits you, he's getting a little bit mana back. It's not much, but you know, it adds up over time.
With the old Chronoptic nourishment. Bottom lane, Sacred is forced to teleport away. Does have an IO, so we'll be able to heal back up. It's got some stick charges already and munch away on some of those tangos, but
Fantastic start here for Jim Park. Gonna have a nice lane. That's the threat of Jakiro, right? His laning stage is super strong. That's one of the best things why you pick this hero and what you want from him. So now he's gonna go and make sure he gets the D-ward, quickly D-warding his pull camp.
Slattum's doing a decent job though here in the mid lane with his CS, sitting 8-3, 5-0 over on Mago. But definitely you can see that the Slider is taking punishment to get these clicks off.
I mean, he's laning fantastically right now, taking the damage, but he gets his bottle before 2 minutes, so he's gonna get a lot of that HP back just by going and taking a rune. And he's continuously running at the Leshrac, threatening him, shoving him away. And his CS is just amazing right now, so yeah, he's dominating this lane.
Yeah, don't we rebrand to Tiger?
I don't know. Yes, he's a
like
tiger
it.
now.
I guess. I mean, I'm here for it. I like cats.
Yeah, that's a big cat.
Every cat's just a house cat. The top lane pressure being placed onto Pakas. Does have the meld though, so buy himself a little bit of time. Just uses the strike, has the refraction. I'm trying to run away. It's close as they have the final shadow on here, but they need the vision. Look at that body block. That's a big old beefy tiger boy there.
Yeah, trusty tree as well. Tiger with some nice body blocks and that one tree saving the TA's life. That's good patience by him, using the meld and waiting for the refraction to come off.
It's very lucky that they didn't have the detection.
It's hard to buy extra sentries in the lanes, and so many get used for blocking camps and you know, controlling the pulls. But still, TA not doing fantastic here in the top lane. 14 and 6 on the Slardar, or on the Unlord, sorry. They look similar. He's just smacking away at the creeps. They're both
Are you
slugs.
saying the fish man looks like a slug man? We gotta talk about some of these Wog. I don't know. This is looking very scary for Pagaz, but looks like they're not gonna go for the dive underneath the tower. It's not, didn't have any of his spells up at that point. It's gonna get some tangos here from Tiger. Illich, a little bit low here on mana too, so can't harass the way he might like.
Yeah, he's mostly just a slow, immobile threat, right? The TA can't really get too close to Landlord, but he's also not gonna dive her. But the CSing is pretty painful here. T at 9 and 1. Meanwhile, you know, up to 17 on that Underlord.
So some aggression coming out though against Knight here, because the IO
With
is
the IO.
that Kritzkrieg overload will make sure that they get the first blood. That's gonna feel really good. Well, he has a bit of malice, might turn around, potentially try to get Tiger here. He's taking a lot of tower shots, but again, he is an ogre, fairly tanky. His chance also helps a little bit.
Yeah, trying to chase him, but of course Unlord doesn't really have the way to lock him down here. No mana for his Firestorm, otherwise maybe would have gotten that kill. Just gonna go back to CSing on the tower, so he did lose his support, but it's not the worst. Meanwhile, Pango's being left alone for a while down here bottom. IO just
like
making things happen on the side lanes.
I was about to say, I just feel like it's fine though. Sacred, I know a lot of the games that I watch Sacred in, he just gets left alone and it's just like, all right, Sacred, try not to die. We'll make the space for you. So it kind of makes sense to me that he's wandering, but it doesn't make, I don't know. The
I feel like
IO
he's gonna be fine. The problem is more that Dusa was getting pretty shut down, and now she's allowed to farm a lot.
10 stick charges. We're gonna try to bait Knight here. Some of that mana regen. We'll have the Fire Blast in a second. It also has the Ignite. Let's go for that slow. There's the Courier. Make sure that that guy stays safe. They've got a Blood Grenade now on the IO. Oh man. Knight the Assassin, but does end up dying for it.
He's very happy about that. That's more gold for his team, actually. Killed 2 couriers. 70 gold for every single player. Pretty good.
Also less harassment for Illich here. Like, he's allowed to approach this wave. He doesn't have to worry about, you know, an overcharged TA or the harassment coming out from Ogre.
That was a very sloppy courier micro, though. They were chasing him for so long, and the courier just, like, came in. Maybe someone could save their courier there.
Okay, a little bit of a slow over on Illich, and the Dark Willow could teleport up, but they're gonna send the Jakiro and see if they can punish it. JZ throwing out a little bit of that fire here, trying to slow him down. They'll end up getting the kill on the Underlord. I'm a little surprised that Willow didn't teleport up.
Yeah, did she?
She has a TP.
She had it ready? Was she
It's
just
not
on the
on
way
cooldown.
running? Yeah,
She's just walking.
that's a bit odd, actually. Yeah. Like if they double TP there, they definitely punish that. That was a huge dive.
You get 3 kills if you send up the Willow too. Pretty sure.
At least you would get some kills guaranteed, and might even save your offlaner. So, I'm not sure why he was
I
holding
think
it.
the offlaner's dead either way there. He was flirting a little too close with death, but yeah, would have been nice. Not sure what the call was on that. Did they refill?
Where are you watching?
No, he didn't refill because he didn't TP.
Yeah. All right, 7-minute runes are coming up though. You can see that Ogre making his way downtown. Curious to see if Knight will intercept him here. He's gonna wander over.
Looking,
the
hiding in the
Bramble Mage.
bushes.
He's thinking about going for a stack on his way through to this rune.
Yeah, Knight is gonna pull the Ancient Cramp, which, you know, is a double purpose. Partly you're stacking to be efficient, but it also protects if someone wants to sneak up on you and take your Wisdom Rune. The Ancient Boot School guard you.
This is interesting too because they've left the Dusa alone now against the Pangolier, realizing that probably not going to have any threat if it's just this gentleman's agreement here in the bottom lane. And I feel like I've not seen an IOP this wandering.
He is all over the place. I mean, it is nice to play around these different heroes as an IO. The Leshrac is definitely a hero you can enable a lot. Lane now.
Lane. Bramble Maze getting dropped. They had the Cursed Crown. It's gonna protect each other.
He's just disengaging. But yeah, all this time that you're leaving bottom lane though, I feel like Medusa is getting complete free farm. And with what we said before the game, like Jim Park is the, you know, star player of this team. I think it's no secret really. And giving him a good start on a hero like Medusa, I would be concerned.
Yeah, I think they're really allowing to activate him. Although you are seeing this rotation down to the bottom with the Leshrac and the IO. I don't know if they have the... I mean, they see that he's gone. And they've got the Slardar
Yeah, he was
Corrosive
amped.
haze, is that what it's called now?
Exactly,
I'm so
yeah.
used to amp damage. Like.
It's amp damage. Keep it simple. Yeah, he had the little amp turn on
Matthew
him.
should be able to just tether over to Sacred. We'll be able to thwart some of these rotations. Circle this time, teleporting down. See this Medusa just wants to keep farming, but is gonna just wander over. You can see the TP coming out from Sacred. He doesn't want to have to deal with this. Goes right back to his tower.
Bit safe, and ultimately that's a Pango ulti used for not really that much value here. So first ulti, pretty low impact. They're just gonna run away from Medusa now, knowing that there shouldn't be anything threatening him. Both teams being pretty diligent about stacking up here. We have a triple stack on the Ancients for Dire, so a lot of creeps for TA to swing over and take when she gets a chance. But at the same time, Radiant also have a triple and a double stack on their respective Ancient camps here.
I will say though, Paz, he has had a lot of harassment in his lane. Oh, hold that thought, Tiger. Potentially getting caught here on the side. That Corrosive Haze will be able to take down the Ogre. A little bit more of a chase coming down after Mago, but they need to be careful. Pucka's on the back line. Slatum's going to pit deep, realizes he's got to teleport out. Can he make it in time? It's going to be very, very close. Oh, he actually ends up just dying.
Yeah, he has no chance there. Just kind of a panic TP even. There was no way else. He overcommitted a little bit. Maybe they could have been happy with the one kill there and then back off. But yeah, good move by Picasso to actually join his team for that one.
That's the Picasso I like to see. I like to see him super aggressive, wanting to join fights early. But like I was saying, this guy has had how many heroes in his lane on and off, and he's currently top of the net worth compared to this Dusa, who, you know, again, maybe not quite as strong as like the side blades and whatnot, but definitely spooky stuff.
Yeah, nice TP out mid by Willow. Gonna stay alive here, trying to burst him with the Lash ulti. I feel like TA being top net worth is kind of expected though, when the IO swung top so early to try and shut down the Underlord. There were repeated efforts to secure this this free farm on TA. They probably need it. They need to play around Medusa's or the TA's tempo to shut down Medusa. If they get early Blink Dagger, then they can really start chasing across the map. Going clear the
Medusa getting the free farm, and I'm like, considering the amount of people in the other line.
Yeah.
Oh, the full Dragon Lance completed for Pakaz.
He's starting to clear up here, using the traps as well. Actually, a new thing on TA where you can stack with the trap even before it's fully charged. I don't think a lot of TA players know that, but he hasn't done it yet. I'll keep an eye out, see if he knows about this mechanic or not. Just a minor thing. Normally you need to wait till they're charged and deal damage, but since this patch, you can actually do it instantly.
This is a big stack over here for Gym Park.
That's how it's done.
We get a pause. Looks like somebody's mic's a little bit acting up. But should get a nice golden fusion. We do have the Yasha completed for the Medusa.
Also,
towards that Manta.
One thing to mention as well is this game, Gym Park did not go for the mana boots. Almost always we see mana boots on Medusa safe lane because you become unkillable. But since they left the bottom lane, he said, why would I buy mana boots if I don't have anyone in my lane anyway? So he went with power treads, the more, you know, carry appropriate item to have. And this was again a smart decision that a lot of people would probably just have autopiloted to mana boots in this game as well.
All right. Another step closer here to the Manta style. Got the diadem.
Yeah, I feel like once he gets to Manta style, Dragonlance, and then a butterfly, it's going to be incredibly difficult to deal with him because it will take a while before TA gets a chance to get a True Strike in this game.
So many stacks available. Like there's another stack
everywhere.
Here. Pango just walks right past it. The opportunities. Nice seeing Matthew trying to put a little bit of pressure with that Bedlam. The Rolling Thunder comes through. It's still going to be a dead Matthew. And look is here. They've got a lot of roots for the ground. Popcod's joining in the fight though. There it is, that Atos we've seen multiple times. A lot of damage getting dished out here. Knight trying to run away, trying to buy himself again. A little bit more space. Has the Curse Crown available. Slackums jumps in here. Starts smacking away over onto Popcod, but they're trying to keep this Willow alive, and she's baiting a bit as she dives underneath the tower. You can see Dusa trying to just hug the tower, finding more information here. They need to finish off Mago, but they'll get Slackums before they're able to do that. Parker giving off a couple of these clicks. Does use that Mystic Snake over onto Sacred. A couple more clicks. They should be able to get a kill.
Yeah, diving a little bit deep there. I'm not sure why he didn't opt to try and retreat a little bit earlier, but on the way out, they're going to clear out this double stack you mentioned at the start. Leshrac going to get himself some gold, and again, they managed to fend off Boom here and hold their safe lane tier 1 tower. Looks like they immediately smoke up after, too.
Interesting. Well, they are going to have the Slardar in about a second, so...
They want the TA, but she's on the other side. She's in a different castle right now.
They'll wrap around and potentially find themselves an IO.
IO and a mid tower would be big for them.
Yeah. Burn down that Pit of Malice, so Matthew will be the sacrifice to the smoke.
Some obnoxious control from their team coming out. I mean, you just can't move around the way you want when you fight against Cuyes here. They're coming a lot early with the Medusa, you know? Not just farming here, but actually looking for these towers.
I was very skeptical, I'm not gonna lie, seeing this Medusa get picked up. But again, it's Parker. This guy, he likes to be active. He's very similar to Pakaz in that way, that he wants to be moving around, make things happen. And I think that with this particular lineup with the team, it enables him to do that.
Yeah. Just thinking about the Medusa here in this game as well, that engorged facet could potentially do a lot of damage in a game against Leshrac, who has such a huge mana pool, because it makes the next 3 attacks do more damage based on how much mana they restored, and you restore mana based on the opponent's mana. So we could see a massive amount of damage later on those 3 hits.
Kaz has completed the Deso now, so we'll be seeing a lot more damage coming out from him, and possibly some more power push with the Blink Dagger queued up for the next item. So you can already see they're pushing down here, but they're smoked up over on the side of Cuyes. Flutter does have his Blink Dagger, jumps in. There's going to be the follow-up here from the Underlord, dropping down the root. The roller comes through. Sonic, he's taking some damage, but is he going to be able to finish off Akasi? Oh my god, he tried! They tried to get in there, but they weren't able to. They lose the Pangolier. Now Tiger, Maga, Matthew, they're on the run, and I don't think they're going to stop. Not when they can tank this tower like that. I thought the IO might have been able to go and get that drag out at the last second, but...
They didn't realize that they ran over where the IO relocated from, so he's actually gonna live here for some reason. They didn't see the spot that he reload from was very far up, but 3 kills. Sladden bravely jumping in there and just securing this fight for his team. And there again, I mean, I'm starting to become more and more sold on Underlord this match. I hate this hero. I think, you know, if there was one hero I would not miss if he was out of Dota, it would be Underlord. But looking at this, it's pretty amazing, you know, the catches that we see.
You just watch them all melt because they can't move.
Yeah. Even the little aura coming in from the Necro book as well, it's not to be underrated. When he portals in like that, everybody gets buffed up. It's like the mini drums going on.
That's a
get
good
some
point.
movement speed, get some attack speed.
So much on the screen.
Yeah.
But and again, we see that, you know, all the tier 1s have been taken except for the top for the side of Cuyes here. And Jim Park is already in the position. He says, all right, let's go. Makes you wonder who's the shot caller, who's the one that's like driving everybody forward, because typically, you know, it's a support player. But I'm always curious if, you know, these really active position 1s are the ones that are like, all right, let's go. I want to farm here. We're going here.
Yeah, usually the more and more late game you get and the more items you have, the more you call as a +1. But already having the Manta and Diffu now on the Medusa, he might be, you know, feeling confident to make a lot of calls.
God, he has the Diffu too.
That's an early diffusal. So he's going for the Disperser, gonna be nice against the Ignite. He can dispel that, can dispel the TA Silence and the Trap. It's pretty damn good here.
I swear, he like just got that Manta too, so that's like huge. Over into the mid lane, again, they find their target, and it's just not going to... Oh, Matthew, he was trying to help out. He wanted to go and protect his TA, but it's gonna be forced away. Yeah, they just have so many ways of locking them down. You're never gonna be allowed to move against this team. They find...
Crazy.
Take it, pop a smoke here. I'm a little surprised, maybe just get away.
Yeah, they're scared.
Avoid some projectiles, but like, look at this squad, Waga. They're already pushing these tier 2s.
Yeah, Medusa can frontline pretty well here. I really love the way they're activating around their Slardar with the Underlord. They're finding their combinations here and, you know, have enough heroes nearby. It's twice now that TA thought that she was safe, but gets brought down. And all that delays her blink timing, and she needed to shut down Dusa by having a strong early game. Now Dusa is having more impact early game than the TA is.
Quick question for you, because things have changed quite a bit since TA has made the move over towards that more safe lane instead of mid. Is it still one of those heroes that if she dies too many times, it's just almost impossible to come back from? Or do you think that the way that she's changed in the meta is a little bit more forgiving?
She can be decent. I think she might be a little bit better late game now with new facet. The refractor gives you more aggressive refraction charges when you lose the defensive ones. That scales really well with level 25 talent. But even so, she is not a late game carry. She doesn't want to be, you know, the ultra late game carry. She wants to be strong, wants to get her power spike early, and wants to fight. She is an assassin after all. She does find herself the Grove Bow. Same for Medusa, so nobody can complain they got unlucky. Both of them get very, very nice tier 2 drops here.
Remember when you were only like so many neutral items too?
Give me the give
Mom
me the Grove
says
Bow.
it's my turn with
When
with the Grove Bow.
Yeah, like Sniper and TA in the same matchup or something. Same team is like, give me, I deserve it. And then Huskar shows up, he's like, no, give me all the neutral items and I become unkillable.
Yep, those were dark days.
They were really dark days. Oh, they portaling through into Duke.
Oh boy, alright, there is a fight and a half, but this is just looking absolutely wild because they're all stuck in bottleneck. What looked good for the Pango is looking horrible now. Forward side of Boom, Tiger's gonna go down, Math is gonna go down. Jim Park somehow still alive up, but he walks into everyone. Okay, eventually ends up dying. Sacred's sitting very, very low. They get Picaz. This is gonna be a team wipe, I think, for the side of Boom. They got themselves a Medusa, but at what cost? Holy shit.
There's a saying that I've heard before, which is going through the gate never works. The Radiant team, they were setting up to take Roche. Dire decided to all go through the portal, and they got more wombo combo than any team I've seen in the qualifiers right now. They were stacked up in a Macropyre, in the Slardar Crush, in the Dusa ulti. They were just getting absolutely cooked by the Firestorm.
Look at this.
I mean, yeah.
And you think like Pango, okay, he can roll around like really nicely here, but
they didn't expect Slardar and
there's just too much stuff.
There.
There's just too much nasty stuff when you have no protection.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, they did bring down the Medusa, but that was just awful for them. Anytime you think about contesting Roche by 5 men gating through it, you could really consider it one more time. It's not really worth it. I think they had to give away Roche even. Now, of course, Roche didn't even get taken at the end of the day.
No. They've got a disperser completed now for Dusa. It looks like Elik is the lucky winner of a shiny new Agnum Shard. It's gonna have the Firestorm upgraded. So like we talked about all this like nasty, you know, on the ground targeted damage and roots, and we're gonna have even more damage added in here now.
Yeah, it's only scaling up, and we'll see when Radiant really want to turn up the pace as well in this game. Like you said, the Disperser is a nice item to get here for the Dusa. Actually went with the disassemble for that one on the Dragonlance.
I feel like Parker feels so strong that he can do just about whatever he wants at this point.
He's pretty free across the map, and he's farming insanely fast as well. So it's not like he has to go and force tier 2 fights right now. He can just keep scaling, and the pressure is very much on Boom to find a good engagement. Right now, lanes are, you know, decent, but not very pushed in. I think Boom are playing a bit too complacent now after getting caught there. This is a good take on Roche, and again, they're on the wrong side of the map on Boom. They're all top, so the only way to contest Roche now is to go through that gate, and no. Ultimately, though, Quuyes haven't seen them, so I'm not sure they can Roche.
I think they were just looking to see, like, is anybody going to push out this wave? Can we get a pick off? Because that'll make it even safer. But no one, like you said, is available over here. And so this will be a fast Roche.
The moment they saw Pango top, they turned around. They just didn't see any hero on the map anywhere. So they were like, okay, then we smoke up and look for something. But the moment they see Pango showing top, they feel completely secure to go into Roche here, take that. And that's going to be an Aegis over on Medusa. Queuing up the Butterfly next. She is... she's looking threatening right now. 6k lead and building. And this is the problem for Boom here. They don't have the team fight draft to deal with what Cuyes are doing. They're going as 5 a lot, they're playing together, and they also have the stronger late game threat. So Boom need to work a way to find a way to split up Cuyes, or to, you know, find pickoffs without getting a 5-man engagement.
Dusa was so hard to kill in the first place. Like that one kill that they managed on her, it took forever. It took like the entire team. Now she has an Aegis, and like, look at this confidence. Just walk straight up to the tower.
Yep. He's just standing there. He has the Dragonlance and the Grove Bow, so standing just outside of the tower range, and the poor tower can't fight back, and no friends nearby.
I don't think you want to go anywhere near this if you don't have the whole team, and even if you do have the whole team, I think it's still very difficult. Like, they need BKBs over on the side of Boom, so they don't get locked down. That lockdown is insane.
They really do. At least the TA BKB is big. Looks like they're working on different items for the Lesh. He has his Kaya, Bloodstone, and Yule. He's picking up a Shivas right now, which I can only agree with. The Shivas would be very, very good. Take away attack speed from the Slardar, and Medusa is really impactful. But right now, you know, you don't have time to farm your items. You're just losing buildings.
That is indeed the issue here. We're also seeing, again, I believe Crimson Guard is going to be coming out for Illic.
Yeah, he's
What
gonna...
he's working towards. It's become more and more popular, and we did see a little bit of a change with that, like you mentioned before. But
it has nice synergy with Underlord as well, since he has the Atrophy Aura, you know, taking away the enemy's damage percentage-wise, and then they also do less damage when they actually get to hit. Because I believe the Crimson Guard procs after the damage reduction is already there from the Atrophy Aura, so it makes it all that more effective.
Smoke up over on the side of Cuyes, maybe hunting for Pakas, knowing that he's not in his side of the jungle. I'll make the way over.
Medusa just cutting 2 creep waves with a Manta style as well, so...
Good positioning. They realize something's up. Ooh, followed up with that Rod of Atos. So much damage. Because just melts. And now Sacred rolling away to safety. That is not how you want to be using that. Not at all. No buyback on this Templar Assassin. Not expecting to get jumped, perhaps. They still have their Aegis over on Parker. They have no reason to leave right now. None at all.
That's tough. He needs to have even faster reaction there. He had the blink ready, but it's so quick. The Underlord sees you, sends out an Atos from very close range, and then you're just locked down. You're not getting out. As I, you know, said again, you really need this BKB for her. They are cutting the next wave, but one creep did get through. Got 5 HP on the melee creep. They can trap it. Didn't do it. Okay, so that creep is going to enable backdoor protection again for 15 seconds from when it...
There we go. Protect that creep. Get down, Mr. President.
Yeah, that's going to be enough for him to take Rex.
Look at Parker just does not care. Like, knows that his team will back him up. No problem. So we'll take that half frax here.
Looks like they're just going to swing to top now. They have no intention of stopping here. Train is just gonna keep going. Medusa queuing up the Eye of Skadi. I believe she's pretty close to the entire thing even.
Yeah, that was the completed Crimson Guard for Illic that just got sniped out on the courier, so we'll have to do without for a little bit longer, but they're smoking out of their base on the side of Boom. Don't have the TA with them, which I think is very scary.
Yeah, she needs to be there.
The smoke broke over on Sacred. I don't know if they saw.
Sladam has BKB, so he can react.
Look at this. They don't realize that he's here. There's the BKB going after Mongo first. They had dropped that down over on the back line. So Sacred rolling around, managing to roll into just about everyone currently. But it's looking a little bit scary for him over here on the side. Does not have a BKB. The ice pad will connect. And it looks like they're just going to start slapping away at him. He's trying everything to stay alive, but you can't get away for all 5 heroes. He is the sacrifice, and that is one heck of a sacrifice because the rest of the team definitely just saw it and was like, we don't know, we're out, bye.
He was enjoying a 1v5 team fight right there. He was kind of raid bossing it though with a shield crash, giving him a million barrier, but no roll up.
Barrier.
Yeah, and now he can't be here to defend the tower. They know there's no rolling thunder. Only saving Grace here is that Deuce has low mana, but in 15 seconds she won't be.
Looks like they've decided to just back off for now, though.
No.
They do have the benefit of having Fiend's Gate too, so if they all wanted to move someplace and then immediately pour it up, they have that option. But that's going to be the Aegis reclaimed, and our girl Deuce up back with full mana.
Opted to go for the Divine Shell over the Grove Bow. almost surprised me a bit. He actually sent home his Robo before he checked the neutral item. Wouldn't be surprised if he swaps it again here. Like, Robo is probably better for him.
Just a little bit of a find here on the Pangolier. The follow-up from the Slardar. Oh man, Matthew's trying. He's trying to keep him alive. Go roll away. But these roots just holding everybody into place. They jump on after the Medusa, but they're not able to close this gap. It's just not working out as Matthew's already dead. Pakazi has no one to save his life. He's going to go down next. Hunt is on. Can they get Mago? Can they grab themselves with Pangolier? Yes, they can. He is dead. And now Mago running from all these roots, all of these different ways to lock him down. Trying to get himself into the base. It almost feels like they don't care. They do not respect it. Look at it, going around the other side. Slottum goes right through.
Oh, Slottum even waited there.
They call GG.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Beautiful donut coming out from Cuyes.
Yeah, Cuyes just doing exactly what we have, you know, come to expect and love from them here. Coming in and, you know, playing fantastic, honestly. Boom, they were not prepared for how strong Cuyes are. And the more I look at these fights and how the game was going, the more I feel